Today's pretty cool. I went to my local card shop, Primetime Sports and Collectibles, and I got 5 packs of OTS 15, 1 box of Blazing Vortex, and the Freezing Chain Structure deck. So should be an interesting opening. Hoping to get some ultimate rares, so we'll see what we get. All right, we got all 3 here. So the tournament packs, Blazing Vortex, and the Freezing Chains. So I'll save these 2 for last, I guess. So I'll do the tournament packs first. These are the exciting new ones. And everybody knows the structure deck already, so I'll do that last. I mean, I know we know Blazing Vortex, but still there's a chance to get something good. So Mahama, the Fairy Dragon, Armed Dragon level 7, and Shadal Dragon. Okay. Super there. Alright, next pack. Alright, let's see. Griffin Wing. What is that? Armor Factor, Pain, the Imagination, Drake Overlord. Barricade Board Blocker. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Armed Dragon level 5. Vampire's Domain. Crossover. And this card, I never read it before. I just read it earlier today at the shop. And it's a really good card. It's like Crackdown kind of, except basically this takes control of your opponent's monster. It equips it to your monster, but it has to be a warrior. You know, your monster has to be a warrior. And yeah, and then it equips it to your monster, and if your monster is about to be destroyed, you destroy that monster instead. So that's actually really, really good for warrior decks. And I feel like it goes probably really good with Infernoble Knights or Noble Knights, all that. All right, 2 packs left. Can we do this? Ooh, so nervous. So nervous here. Wind Witch, Ice Bell, DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation. I actually needed this. Barricade Blocker. I'm building an S-Force deck, and this will come in handy. So that's there. And let's see. Last pack. Last pack. Can we do this here? Armed Dragon level 7 again. Armed Dragon level 5, cool. And Noctovision Dragon. Oh. Man, no ultimate rares. So that's sad, but oh well. Put those here. Next is the box. I forgot to grab a knife or something, so I'll just open it. Okay, let's see here. Now, if we got a Star Laborer, that'd be awesome. Because we picked this out of a fresh box, or fresh case, so we'll see what happens here. So I'll go fast through these, again, because I've already done an opening on this. You guys probably already know what's in here by now, so I'll just go a little faster, just to the hollows. Oh, Armed Dragon Thunder level 5. Actually needed that. More Spriggans cards. Okay, put that there. Okay, so go to the hollow. Up, Meteor Actor Dragon. Tri-Brigade kit. There we go. So super rares so far. All right. Oh, Spriggan's watch. Oh. Okay. Oh, yes. S-Force Rappa Chiyomaru. I really needed this, actually. This is what I was hoping for. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, it's probably not exciting to you guys, but I was really looking forward to building an S-Force deck, so. Look at that art, though. That's so cool. Secret rare. But just for the sake of, you know, why I like this deck, I'll read its effect. So each of your opponent's monsters in the same column as one of your S-Force monsters can only target that monster for attacks. So that's pretty good. Quick effect. You can banish one S-Force card from your hand, return this card to the hand, and if you do, special summon one S-Force monster, special summon one S-Force monster from your deck in defense position, except S-Force Rappa Chiyomaru. You can only use this effect of S-Force Rappa Chiyomaru once per turn. So this basically is the main card for S-Force decks. Like if you guys are interested in building S-Force, basically what you do is you need at least 2 S-Force monsters in your hand. I prefer, my personal combo, I prefer Gravitino. I prefer this and S-Force Gravitino. Because what you do is you summon this, you banish Gravitino, you special summon the Palutena, the purple-haired one, from your deck, and then Palutena's effect activates when it's special summoned. You can special summon one banished monster, so you special summon Gravitino back, and then with Gravitino you can get a S-Force card from your deck, and that's a spell, trap, or monster S-Force. So I grab either the, if I don't have the Brigade field card already, I'll get that, or I'll get the, there's a spell card that it quick summons the S-Force, or special summons an S-Force from your hand, or it's from your graveyard. So then, basically, ideally, I already have the field card, so I would get the special summon card, then I special summon this back on the field. I have 3 S-Force monsters in one turn. I can summon S-Force Justify. So that's basically a combo I like to do. Or if you somehow get 4 monsters on the field, I like to have the Goddess of the Underworld, and then hopefully your opponent has a monster. There you go. 4 monsters on your field, 1 on theirs, that's 5. You summon that link monster, you clear their field, and you have Powerhouse on yours. So I don't know, that's why I personally like S-Force. I think if you play them right, you can do a lot of combos with them, and you know, there's little tricks, and like I know they work really well with Skullmeister, because Skullmeister can use column play. Basically, he can change your opponent's monster to whatever column you want. So that helps S-Force a lot, since S-Force deals with column. All right. Sorry, I went on a rampage, or a spree about S-Force, but you guys should try them out, then you'll see why I like them. Wind Witch Chimes. S-Force cards. I already have all those traps and magics, or spell and trap cards for S-Force. So that's 1 secret rare down. That'd be awesome if the other one is Chiyomaru too, because I'm still looking for 3 of those. So, oh, Warrock Basileos. Okay. I was kind of interested in building a Warrock deck, but that's not my top priority right now. I mean, I know the monsters are not as good as everybody was hoping for. So, but I mean, you know, for casual play, it's basically whatever you want, whatever you feel like building, you know. Like that's why I like casual play. You can build whatever deck you want. And oh man, now that's a good pull. Pot of Prosperity, we finally got one. That's awesome. Okay, I'm happy with this box. This is a good box. I'm definitely gonna sleeve that right now, because that is yeah, that's going. Yes, that's getting protected. Okay. Now, dude, these are some awesome bowls today. Besides the OTS packs. Oh, 7 Cities of the Golden Land. That's an Eldlik card. I'm not really building Eldlik, so if anybody is looking for them, I got them. So it looks like 2 ultra rares so far. 2 secrets. Okay. Oh, Mediactor Gigaboros. Oh, Fabled Andray. I used to play Fables way back in the day. I mean, I think over the years they've gotten more support. And they are pretty good. Like I mean, I know that back in the day, like, they weren't that great. But I've seen some people, like, play. It's not pure Fabled decks. Like, they're mixed engines and stuff, but they work pretty well. From what I remember, at least. Oh, white baking. Got plenty of those, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Windwitch Chimes. Oh, Warrock Dakos. Okay. I have a lot of Spriggan cards too. Like, oh, I'm Dragon Thunderbolt. Pretty sure I have 3 of those already. EMR. Nope, did not want that one. Almost done here with the box. Can we get really lucky and get a Starlight? I don't know if Starlight like takes the place of your Secret. I don't think it does. Oh, Mahavelo, Light of the Heavens. Pretty cool. I remember the old school Mahavelo. Remember, I don't know if anybody else played him, but remember when you'd play him in warrior decks and try to equip him with, like, what was it, mage power, and like every equip card you had in the deck, like half your deck was equip spells and you hope to draw Mahavelo. I think that's what it I think that's what I did, if I remember. Oh, S-Force Orifice. Now I got 4 of them. Okay. Almost done here. Alright, let's see. Spriggan's Explorer, whatever it is. Okay. Oh, Metal Foes, Resort. Oh, yes. This is the one I was talking about, S-Force Platina. So this one is the one I was talking about on the combo that you would special summon from your deck with Chimaru's effect. So it says each of your opponent's monsters in the same column as one of your S-Force monsters loses 600 attack. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one of your banished S-Force monsters except S-Force Platina. So make a note, you can't special summon itself from the banished area, and then special summon it. You can only use this effect with S-Force Platina once per turn. Also, a lot of S-Force cards are once per turn, so you have to be very careful on how you use their effect, and if they get negated, that kind of shuts down the combo, but you can build your deck to work around interruptions. So it's not the end of the world. Like, I think, honestly, in my own opinion, I think heroes have a harder time recovering than S-Force does. Because I played heroes, and if you get interrupted, sometimes it's just like you cannot recover. Like if your hand gets wiped of materials, or you get ashed when you're trying to get a card you really need in the mid combo, and it's like you can't recover from that. But S-Force can, in my opinion. It could just be the way you build your deck too, so that could be. Yep, but this art is awesome. She almost looks like reminds me of like the art style of Backup Secretary, except without the cyber suit thing. But yeah, that's awesome. Glad I pulled that one. Is that all the ultras in here? Because I'll take another Platina. Oh, what is this? I've never gotten this. Dragunity Knight. Oh, sorry. Dragunity Knight. Gorm Fobar? What the hell? I know Dragunities have like equipping and union effects or something. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target one Dragunity tuner in your graveyard, equip it to this card. That's pretty good already. Quick effect, you can send one equip card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard, then target up to 2 cards your opponent in your opponent's graveyard, banish them. That's really good. You can only use each effect of Dragunity Knight, Gorm Fobar, once per turn. Dude, so this is actually pretty good. If, like, say you're versing Eldlik with this deck, and, like, Dragunity, so you automatically get 1 free equip when it's summoned. And then you can get rid of, like, say they have both Eldliks in the graveyard, you can get rid of both of them. Or the annoying trap card that I forget what it is, but you banish it and it, like, helps special summons an Eldlik, I think, from the deck or something like that. Some effect. It's super annoying to face, but yeah. I think that's a pretty good card, actually. Actually really good, I think, personally. If your opponent relies on the graveyard heavily, like maybe Drytrons or yeah, Eldlick, Drytrons. A lot of decks actually rely on the graveyard, so. Oh, Constellar Caduceus. Okay. Take that, and let's see. Okay. Last pack. Oh, Psychic Eraser Laser. Now I have a playset of these. This card actually isn't that bad. It's because basically you just pop one of your opponent's extra deck monsters. Yeah. And then your opponent gains life points equal to its attack. So it's not, it's good because you don't have to like discard a card and then pop their monster. It's not like costing you a thing really. It's just deck space. That's the only thing. And it's not as good as what is it, Lightning Storm, obviously, but I mean, I feel like it can be a kind of substitute for it. Not like it's not gonna take it over, but you know, I still think it does its job. All right, now on to the Freezing Chains. Sorry, I keep talking about strategies and random stuff. Okay, so you get the box, you get the playmat. Obviously, you guys know it has, what was that, Broniac? Ice Dragon, something. This is the new Trishula, I think, what is it, Sub-Zero Trishula or something like a Trishula Zero or something. And then Gungnir. So, pretty cool. Nothing to write home about. Oh yeah, it has stuff on the back, yeah. Strategies for all you Ice Barrier players. Strategies. Obviously, you want to pick up 3 of these. I just picked up 1 because, you know, I like to leave some product for other people who come into the shop, so I didn't want to clear out the whole deck box. So, from what I hear, this is the main card you want if you're going to play this deck. So, okay, so we have Revealer of the Ice Barrier. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, your opponent cannot tribute summon. Okay, so for Drytrons, you can only use each of the following effects of Revealer of the Ice Barrier once per turn. You can discard 1 card, special summon 1 Ice Barrier tuner from your deck. Good. Okay, that's kind of good. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except water monsters, which won't be a problem if you're playing Ice Barrier because they're all water. If you would discard or send cards from your hand to the graveyard to activate an Ice Barrier monster's effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead of one of those. Oh wow, so that's good. If you have, say you already have one of these in the graveyard, you have another one, and you're using its effect, you can send this, you can banish this. Okay, then Speaker, oh, sorry, okay. Can't even hold these cards, okay. Speaker of the Ice Barriers. Well, you control another Ice Barrier monster in defense position monsters your opponent controls cannot change their battle positions. Kind of good. You can only use each effect of the following effects of Speaker of the Ice Barriers once per turn. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand if you control an Ice Barrier monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon 1 Ice Barrier token, Aqua Water, level 1, attack 0, defense 0. Wow, that's pretty good actually. That's pretty good. Yeah, not gonna lie. Zuijin of the Ice Barrier. You contribute this card, special summon 1 level 5 or higher Ice Barrier monster from your hand. If this card is in your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, you can target 1 level 3 or higher water monster you control, reduce its level by exactly 2. If you do, special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use the effect of Zujin of the Ice Barrier once per turn. So that's pretty good special summon. Just reduce the level. Wins over the Ice Barrier. Okay. Tribute any number of Ice Barrier monsters special summon from your deck. That many level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monsters with different names from each other during your main phase. Except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target one of your Ice Barrier monsters that is banished, or in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Wins over the Ice Barrier once per turn. So this actually is a very good card. Like, you might want, I don't know how many you'd run, like at least 2, maybe 3. But I don't know. I don't know if you'd tribute that many monsters for just to get out level 4 monsters like that. I don't know. Maybe 1. Here's the new guy. Trishula 0, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So this one, this looks cool, actually. Oh, it's kind of like a, what do you call it? A Hydra, almost. But this one has a good effect. When this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. If this synchro summoned card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier from your extra deck or graveyard. Its attack becomes 3,300. Then have the attack of any face-up monsters your opponent currently controls also negate their effects. You can only use this effect of Trishula 0 Dragon of the Ice Barrier once per turn. Wow, that's pretty good. So, if your opponent destroys this in any way, you can get a Trishula out. Dulorian Tiger King of the Ice Barrier. What is this? You can target any number of other face-up cards you control. Return those targets to the hand. And if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each card returned to the hand by this effect until the end of this turn. You can use this effect of Dulorian Tiger King of the Ice Barrier once per turn. Oh, so that's like a power-up, basically. Browniac, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. We all know what he does. He's a field clearer, basically. Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. And these are supers, actually. Wow. So you get, like, what? 5 alt... No, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5... You get 6 ultra rares in the structure deck. That's pretty good, actually. That's more than I've seen in any structure deck. But I haven't bought structure decks in a long time, so... Looks like 3 supers, too. Okay. So you got Browniac, Gungnir, and Trishula. Of course, the main man before. General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. He's a new one, I believe. I think. Or no, maybe he was already there. I don't know. Spells and traps from the field. Or spells and traps sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard are banished. Instead, you can only use each of the following effects of General Wayne of the Ice Barrier once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster and you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 Ice Barrier spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, Hexa Spirit of the Ice Barrier. Geez, these effects are so long. Well, you control another Ice Barrier monster. Monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. Oh, that's pretty good. Almost like Palutena for the S-Force. Except you don't need to control another monster. During your main phase, you can send 1 level 3 or lower Ice Barrier monster from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, this card's level becomes the same as that monster's until the end of this turn. You can only use the effect of Hex with Spirit of the Ice Barrier once per turn. Oh, wow. So this is very good. This is a tuner, and it can adjust its level. So what more could you ask for? Obviously, I'd say you'd run 3 of these if you had a Ice Barrier deck. Buzzed Defender of the Ice Barrier. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw one card. Okay, like a Skekangel or whatever it is, Skekangel. Oh yeah, these are all old ones of the Ice Barrier. You guys should know these. Fire of the Ice Barrier, Defender of the Ice Barrier, Warlock of the Ice Barrier. Is this an old one? I think it was in there. Well, you control another Ice Barrier monster. Both players must set spell cards before activating them and cannot activate them until their next turn. Ooh, it's kind of like a... I don't know if I'd want to put this on my own field because it affects both. Oh yeah, I feel like I remember this one. Strategist of the Ice Barrier. Yeah, I think these are the old ones. Yeah, Dance Princess. Yeah, so basically it's a Daisojo. Yeah, I remember Daisojo. I remember General Ryo. I remember Medium of the Ice Barrier. General Gauntlet of the Ice Barrier. Yeah, and they say the new effects don't really work with these older Ice Barriers. They don't really like tie in. So you might have to pull a lot of these out if you want to make it like really competitive. If you're just casual player, you can probably keep it as is and add in whatever you want. So, you know, casual, you can do whatever you want. Gen X Controller and Gen X Undine, which are definitely mandatory if you're playing competitive. If you need 3, at least, I'd say 2 to 3 Undine. Because it's a fact, when this card is normal summoned, you can send 1 water monster from your deck to the graveyard, add 1 Gen X Controller from your deck to your hand. So, because Tuner and yeah, so that makes, what, 6-star? Yeah, so that helps you get some stuff out. Aqua Spirit. Dupe Frog. So they use a little frog in here. A couple frogs. Rona Toden. You guys should know frogs already. Fishborg Launcher. That was a popular one, I'm pretty sure. If anybody plays like, you know, kind of a shark deck or something, you probably know what these are. Malign Glacia, the Element Lord. I don't know if I've ever played this card, but I don't really hear about it too much, so it must not be that good. Silent Angler is obviously good. If you control water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you cannot special summon monsters from your hand for the rest of the turn. So basically what you'd want to do is, I think you can special summon before, like, you know, say you're special summoning, what is it? I think General Wayne, right? Can special summon. So you special summon him first and then the Silent Angler at the end, because then you're not locked out of your special summon. Freezing Chains of the Ice Barrier. I think this is like a 3 of when you play this deck, because when this card is activated, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Good. Well, you control 3 or more Ice Barrier monsters. Ice Barrier monsters you control are unaffected by the activated effects of your opponent's monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Very good. You can only activate 1 Freezing Change of the Ice Barrier per turn. So that is actually really good. That's a really good card. So that will save you from a lot of stuff. A lot of, you know, how many people bring out a monster, pop your, or clear your whole field, board wipe, stuff like that. So those kind of effects won't affect you. Magic Triangle, the Ice Barrier. Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Mirror of the Ice Barrier. Salvage, obviously a must-have. Water decks. Well, is it water or fish? Yeah, water decks for sure. Oh yeah, Surface. Must-have. Where art thou? Wow. A pun for a dog. A pointer of the Red Lotus. Ooh, Phoenix Chain. That'll lock down your opponent. Because basically, Ice Barrier is about, like, freezing up your opponent's field, basically. You know, Ice Barrier. Hold your opponents where they are. But I'd say a benefit of that is kind of your opponent can't really, if like they're locked down from summoning from their extra deck or something, and their field's full, like they can't really do much but tribute summon. And if you have a card that, I think it's this one, stops them from tribute, they can't tribute summon, then they're pretty much screwed, like until you decide to clear their field. So it's good. Isban, Mind Drain. Oh, sorry, Heavy Storm Duster. Crackdown. Ooh, Crackdown. Activate by targeting one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of that monster. While you control that monster, it cannot attack or activate its effects. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Oh. So basically like a mind control in trap form. That's pretty good. You can obviously use their monster to link summon or synchro, or because what does it say? Yeah, its monster cannot be, it just can't attack or activate its effects. So you could tribute it, you could synchro summon, you could link summon, you could exceed summon. Like basically you can do whatever you want. Oh, Terror of Trishula. So this is that card that basically has Trishula's effects, but everybody was kind of mad because it's not searchable by, oh, I think I passed up that card. Let me see what, it should be, oh yeah, sorry, I passed over a vital card in here. So this is the emergency call for Ice Barriers. Oh no, it's not searchable by that. Add one Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. But this one's really good. It's like E-Hero. Okay, so I meant to look at general Wayne of the Ice Barrier. Because this one, yeah, if this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Ice Barrier spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So basically with General Wayne, when it's summoned, you would get the Medallion of the Ice Barrier. And then you could basically free up your deck twice, because you get Medallion out of your deck, you use Medallion to get a monster out of your deck. That cuts down your deck by 2 cards, so that's pretty good. Searchers. But I think people were disappointed because the Terror of Trishula card is not searchable by it, because it's technically not an Ice Barrier card. I don't understand why it should. It has Trishula's name in it, and it has the Trishula Zero and the wolf guy on it. So it's like, why not make this an Ice Barrier card? But yeah, let's see when it's activated. Apply these effects in sequence depending on the number of Ice Barrier synchro monsters you control with different names. 1, banish 1 card your opponent controls. Good. 2, banish 1 card from your opponent's graveyard. Good. 3, banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand. Very good. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an Ice Barrier synchro monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate that effect. You can only use each effect of Terror of Trishula once per turn. So that's very good. Now, just because its effect relies on multiple synchro monsters, I'd probably only run one of these. Yeah. I mean, you could probably activate it anytime, but then there's no target on it. I don't know if you could like activate it and make it go to the graveyard and then use its graveyard effect, even though there's no target on the field for it. I don't know if that'll work on that. Oh, and cool. So we get some Duel Links advertisement. I play Duel Links, of course. What is this, Field Center? Or just advertisement? Oh yeah, it's just telling you about Duel Links, I think. Challenge all the duelists from Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe. Build your deck from over 10,000 cards. Take on your friends or the world. Oh, is this the Legacy of the Duelist? I already have this game too. Yep, I already have this game also. Blazing Vortex. Scan here. Oh, it's the rules for the game. Instead of the rulebook, they don't do the rulebooks anymore. This is advertising Blazing Vortex, obviously, which I have right there. I mean, so yep. And then the structure deck. Those are just the rules. So yeah. Overall, you know, I'd say it's not like overwhelmingly good or anything. It's I think what it is, it's for longtime fans. Like if you liked Ice Barriers back in the day, which I kind of played them a little bit, so I kind of have a fondness, I guess, for them. So for me, it was cool seeing them, you know, new stuff for the Ice Barriers, new support. Yeah, it's just, yeah, for me, certain archetypes I'll always love. Like, even if they suck, it doesn't matter if they suck. If I just had, like, played them back then or, you know, way back, or I just like them in general, I'm going to buy stuff for them. It's like Heroes. I'll never stop playing Heroes. I know they're not the greatest. I know they can't do, you know, they don't have multiple negates like most other decks, but I still like them. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully, Ghost of the Past comes in, because I'm waiting on that, so, yeah.